Hi everyone, welcome back. If you've been scrolling through TikTok or Instagram lately, you probably saw these gels right here from Makartt. They are the 5-in-1 nail art gels. They've been popping up everywhere. These are supposed to be a multi-purpose gel. They claim to do 5 different nail things all in one product, from stamping to painting, sculpting, and then like that perfect like pat design. But the real question is, do these actually work and are they worth the hype? So in today's video, we're going to be putting the Makartt 5-in-1 nail art gels to the test. We're going to be trying them out and see how easy they are to use, see how pigmented they are, and whether or not they truly live up to all the claims, because these are marketed as beginner friendly. So I'm definitely curious. So if you also been curious on these viral nail art gels and wondering if they deserve a spot in your nail collection, keep on watching because you're about to find out. All right, so we're starting off strong here. I will say the packaging is absolutely adorable. I'm a sucker for anything cute, and this is giving all those like nostalgic vibes to me. It's kind of giving me a little bit of like a caboodle makeup, if you remember that back in the day, or Polly Pocket. This is giving all those feels. It's very 90s. I'm here for it. I love it. It's adorable. But do they work? That's what we're here for today. The price point, I will say, the price point for this was a little bit, I was not expecting it to be the price that it was. On Amazon, it is $19.99. And then on a good day, if you can find it on sale or like a coupon or anything like that, I have seen it for as low as $15.99. So if this works really good, it might just be worth that price point. So on the top there was a silicone applicator, and then on the bottom we have a built-in stamper. But I'm already noticing the stamper already has a few holes on it. Right there is one that's super big that I see, and then there's a couple other pinholes in here. It's not the end of the world. I would prefer this to not have those little imperfections on there. It probably had something to do with manufacturing, but if we are paying what we're paying for this, I expect it to be in perfect condition. I mean, that's just me. To each their own. So it does come with the stamper and then the little silicone applicator on the top. And then here are the first 3 colors. I felt like this color combo was like perfect for kind of like dipping our toes into spring. Also, if you're into that glazed donut kind of moment, this color palette is absolutely gorgeous. And there is also a cat eye color in here, which I was very intrigued by. I really want to see how this cat eye performs. And then they also included a scraper card that you can use when you are doing your stamping. And then look at this adorable mini stamping plate. Everything's really mini, everything's super cute. The theme and the packaging, they definitely hit that out of the mark, so that is giving for me. And then here's the stamping plate right here. The only thing that I noticed, so this one is the petal veil one. So now I just wanted to see if I could get any magnetic pull with the magnet here, because this is a cream kind of gel product, but I wasn't seeing any movement or anything like that, which is fine. And we'll go ahead and test out that cat eye to see if we can get it to its full capacity with that beautiful magnetic pull here in just a little bit. And then I did pick up another color, which was a little bit on the brighter side. This is in Sweet Shock. And I will say the packaging, you can see how easy it was just to pull off that label. And then we have this beautiful product right here. So you do get a lot of product in there. I did take an orange wood stick, and it goes down not pretty far. It just goes down to like right below where that stamper starts. So you do get a lot of product, and a little product does go a long way when it comes to this particular gel. So I went ahead and took that little silicone applicator right out of the top. I do like how the silicone applicator holds in your fingers. It's like this heart, and it just fits so perfectly when you are just touching it with your 2 fingers here. The silicone applicator is something different for me. I've never tried a silicone applicator when it comes to pat gel, so that was kind of throwing me through a loop. Normally I like to use like those disposable little sponges. I do have the squares, and then I do really like a mushroom top sponge. It's like a total game changer for pat gel. So I was really intrigued to see that this kind of had like a dome shape on itself for that silicone applicator. So the color payoff that we're getting right off the bat, I am liking the color payoff. I started right in the middle, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just see what this nail looks like completely with this beautiful color. And you can see here, I'm covering this entire nail in just seconds, so we are getting good coverage. And I will say that silicone applicator is pretty fun. I do really like it. I'm not noticing like any imperfections or anything like that where I was hitting the silicone. It blended out really nicely. So that's curing. I am going to go ahead and just take a lint-free wipe with a little bit of alcohol in there and just clean off that applicator. And then when you're done, you can stick that right back into the top if you want. I think that's super fun. I do want to try the other color here. I just feel like this is the perfect dusty kind of mauve rose color. This is overall just a very delicate color palette. If you're looking for a neutral one, this might be a good one to grab just based on the color story itself. So now what I'm going to do is I just want to focus on the middle and kind of just see how this works with product now that we have on top of the nail here, just to kind of see how it blends out. We see the color payoff is definitely there. And when you're playing with Pat Pat gels or looking for like that Aurora effect, you want it to just be almost like that effortless airbrush effect. And I will say we're getting good color payoff and just everything. A little bit of product does go a long way. So just keep that in mind. Less is more when you are working with a product like this. But I will say just doing this little test right here, I'm liking it just for this color palette alone right here. I feel like that is really gorgeous. All right, and then if you took that nail look that we just did and then did a little chrome on it, that could be like an all over nail look in itself. All right, so now I want to see how the cat eye performs and we're going to test it out. I love a good cat eye, and if we can get this to work, I'm totally here for it. So I'm just going to apply it over a blank tip right here. And this is a very, just like you can see, it's a light wash. We have like this satin kind of finish going on. I'm not getting too much color. This is a very sheer coverage. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want something a little bit more oomph to it. But again, this is a buildable Pat Pat gel. So we need to build it up a little bit in order to get that color payoff. But then once you do get that color exactly where you want it, I am going to hit it with the magnet, and I'm really not noticing anything, any magic happen. I'm not noticing any particles moving or anything like that. So then I was like, okay, maybe it's my magnet. Maybe I don't have enough product on here. So I went ahead and cured that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with that dusty rose color. And now that that nail's cured, I'm just going to apply this to the entire nail. And then once we have this as our base color, I'm going to try again with the cat polish on top of it because I'm determined at this point to get it to work again. I guess I was expecting the cat eye polish to just be a little bit more pigmented, but it's okay. Now that that's curing, I'm going to pick up a little bit more product, and now we're going to apply the cat eye gel right on top of this. Now it does not come with a flat brush, so if you are using this to go ahead and do like a full coverage nail, you are going to want to get a flat brush for the application. So I do like what this is looking like. It does give us that perfect glazed nail look just like this. I feel like this looks perfect just like this on its own. So I'm picking up the magnet that came with the Makartt set. And again, I'm not seeing anything happening. And I'm like, okay, it must be my magnet at this point. So I'm switching it up here. I'm just going to take this other magnet that has a little round ball at the tip. And I can see some magic happen, but it's very subtle. This definitely is more of a satin cat eye. It's not going to give you that bold cat eye effect. This is just more of like a very natural cat eye. So I'm, instead of curing it, I am going to build up the color just a little bit more. First, I just went ahead and did like just a little design right on the middle of the nail because I wanted to see, okay, if I have enough product in here, can we see a better magnetic effect? And you can see right away, I'm definitely seeing the magnetic particles dance around. That's what I'm looking for right here. So more product, the better when it comes to the actual cat eye itself. So now that I know that we are getting something here, I'm going to go ahead and get more product on that brush, and then we're just going to go ahead and spread it on the nail again. So now we're kind of doing like 3 layers before I went ahead and cured it. And now look at this. We have beautiful coverage. It's not looking streaky or anything like that. And we do have a beautiful, just delicate magnetic effect. It's really beautiful. It's very soft. It's delicate. It's elegant. It's giving, but it's not going to be that super bold cat eye effect. So just keep that in mind when you are playing with this. It's a very subtle cat eye. So now I wanted to try the stamping plate. So stamping Pat Pat gels is all the craze right now, right? So I noticed that when I picked up the first stamp, it did pick up the dragging image. When I did the scraper card, it picked up that on there, so it wasn't that perfect butterfly. If I would have just stamped it on the nail, it would have showed all those other imperfections. So I went ahead and cleaned around the stamping plate first. I mean, I got a kind of okay butterfly. I know that if you go ahead and buff the jelly stamper first and then clean the jelly stamper off, so like go in with a light file, scuff it up a little bit, then clean off your stamper, then go in with gel, I feel like that might work a lot better. So I'm gonna have to play around with the stamping aspect of it a little bit more. But the line stamps definitely worked a lot better because it's a bigger image. But if you're kind of working on those smaller images, you want to make sure you're cleaning up the surrounding area, like the outline of that stamping plate before you go in with your actual stamper, because you are going to pick up a lot of background image. But overall, I do like the colors that we worked with. And then kind of like a wild card for me was this one right here. This is the sweet, what was it? Sweet Shack one. The blue got me. This blue is absolutely stunning, and I'm always intrigued in wanting to try a good yellow because I feel like yellows can be very hit or miss. So this time we're taking that silicone applicator and we're just focusing on the tip of the nail here. It was giving us a little bit of a French moment, but it was very sheer. So then I was like, oh, now I want to see what it looks like, this beautiful blue, like full coverage. And I did notice this time using the applicator that I was seeing a lot of, like, anytime I hit the nail, I was seeing a little bit imperfections where I was hitting it with the applicator. And before, when I was using the other color, it was more like on that creamier side. I was not picking up a lot of imperfection, so it just might be the blue itself, but I definitely could see a lot of different areas where I was hitting it, where I think this color in particular would blend a lot better with a sponge. And then now I'm going to try the bigger jelly stamper here. I'm starting for like that micro kind of French tippy moment kind of going on. And then I'm just going complete ham here, just trying to see what I can do here. And I'm just I am pressing pretty hard because I wanted to see how far I could take this jelly stamper here. But once you get your kind of French where you want it, I am going to just go ahead and clean it up a little bit with my flat brush. This flat brush is a game changer. I definitely recommend getting a flat brush if you are playing with Pat Pat gels. It just makes things a lot easier to clean up. And then I'm going to take a lint-free wipe with a little bit of alcohol and just gently clean up those lines a little bit. But this could be a really great option if you are making a French. I will say it's a little bit more on the thicker gel, so if you're looking for kind of like those smooth kind of like layers, you're going to have to do a lot of blending in order for this to look super smooth unless you're using a nail art brush. This is also claims that it can give you a 3D kind of textured look. It also claims sculpting, which I feel like sculpting mixed in with the marketing of this is kind of not the right word for that. I would definitely say it's a textured 3D kind of moment. Sculpting to me, I feel like I'm thinking someone's going to pick up some of this gel and start creating these like cute little Hello Kitty and sculpt these little heads together. That's where my mind went with that, and you cannot do that with this. But you can make lines like this. See how they're 3D? They when you cure it, it's going to be raised up a little bit. You can also do some really fun designs with your flat brush, some like swirls going all different directions, and that's going to give you that 3D texture look. So that's really fun. But overall, I feel like it's a good product. I just don't know if I can get behind the price. I feel like $9 for this, $9.99 would probably be perfect for this product. So now that I have the lines, and I went ahead and cure that real quick because I want to go ahead and try chroming on top of this, because it says that you could do it's a no wipe, so it says you can chrome right on top of this. So we have like the lines that we created from the brush, we cured it. So now when we put the chrome on, look at that, we're getting a really beautiful chrome. And if you look really closely, you can see all the texture and the lines that we just put into this nail, and this looks absolutely fantastic. So all you have to do now, since this is a no wipe, just go in with your top coat to protect your chrome, and you are going to be good to go. But overall, I do like the product. I would say, is it beginner friendly? I don't know. The stamping is going to be really tricky. Don't think you're going to get this and you're going to be like a professional stamper. You are going to have to work on your stamping technique a little bit, especially when you're working with gels. I just feel like the price point, especially if you are paying $20 for this, $19.99, it's a little steep in my opinion. It's cute. Based on cuteness alone and the 3 colors, I just feel like $9 is a perfect price point for this. But overall, I had fun testing it out, and there are 8 other colors. So if you're thinking of getting this, they do have one that has like your basic colors, like with a white and black. I would definitely recommend getting that, because then you have your staple colors. But overall, a really just fun, innovative product. And again, if they can lower that price point, I definitely think it is 100% worth it if you can get it like $9 or less. All right, so everything that we use in today's video can be found in that description box below. And let me know in the comment section below, have you tried the viral Makartt 5-in-1 gels? And if you did, what colors did you grab? And do you think they are worth the hype? All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all in the next one.